Alrighty. It is 6 p.m. on Wild and Wacky Wednesday here in Greenridge, Scranton. And I'm coming to you live with a training tonight. And I'm hoping this will sync up with the event. Let us see. We seeing anything so far? I have here, ladies, my phone, so that whether I were recording and broadcasting to a private group page or an event page, I can watch comments as we go through, okay? I'm using a platform tonight called Zoom, which I'm happy to teach you about. But the reason I'm doing that is because I want to share some photographs with you, some before and afters as we go. So that's why I'm not coming Facebook Live. I'm coming Facebook Live through Zoom. Okay, so I think this is working. I hope this is working. Let us see. Oh, yes, it's now telling me comments. So that's wonderful. Okay, so let me turn you down. I can hear her too. Thank you, Molly Mack and Sarah Hayne. There she is. Marissa, I can hear her but not see her yet. Super, super, super. So ladies, let's crack on. We've got the technology portion sorted out. Okay, so how is everyone? Number one, how is everyone? How are you? How are you doing? As we sort of navigate this new normal, I hope you're all safe. I hope you're well. I hope that you're feeling like you're starting to master this. Not necessarily the virtual stuff, because that's what I'm going to cover tonight, but that you're starting to feel that there are things that you can do that are positive, that take you out of that sort of negative, helpless space and find some action that empowers you and brightens both your life and the lives of people around you. So thank you all for being on tonight and watching and investing in yourself. You know, I think it's very, in uncertain times, you know, there are kind of those times we just want to unplug, switch on Netflix, chill, and, you know, hope everything sort of goes away. But the news seems to be that this isn't going away tomorrow. And so we have to be bright. And we have to be practical about how, if this isn't going away tomorrow, how can we still make this work for us? And this is where this virtual platform has really come into its own. And I'm really getting more and more excited about it. You know me, girls. You know that I am not a techie early adopter type of person, okay? And so when all the nationals and the top sales directors started tweeting about going virtual, I was like, oh, good Lord, how am I supposed to do that? I don't know anything. You know, I can do like Instagram and Facebook, but that's my comfort level. And Pam Waldrop-Shaw, who is one of my favorite NSDs, she was like, Eleanor, your comfort level is here. And then when you learn, this is your stretch area. This is where you learn new things. This is your stretch area. And then we hit our area of overwhelm. And I'll be real with you, I was feeling overwhelmed. There were so many ideas flying in from like this Mary Kay director and that Mary Kay director and this national and that national. And if you're plugged into a Mary Kay circle, oh my gosh, what bright, brilliant women, and how generous of them to share their own intellectual property, right? But I was getting to that sort of place of overwhelm. And I think sometimes there are lots of other people's ideas. We've just got to take with what feels organic and authentic to us, right? And what we know this business is about, and something that we can run with. So the last week or so, I've been running with some virtual ideas and really streamlining how they're working for me. And I'm learning every single time I do this. So this is actually great practice for me tonight, because again, I'm using technology that I'm not comfortable with yet. I'm not familiar with yet. Every time I keep on doing this, I keep on making mistakes. Or as I forget which inventor, maybe it was was it Einstein or was it Alexander Graham Bell? But they said, you know, there are no such thing as mistakes. You just learn, or failures. You learn ways in which not to do it. So, you know, I feel every time I do one of these virtuals, I'm learning a way I shouldn't be doing things or a way to streamline things. So whatever stage in technology you are, ladies, and whether you feel super, super confident with it, or whether you like, oh, good Lord, say prayers. It really is an amazing tool. And the more you do it, the more you're going to feel confident with it. And I'm finding that now. So I'm going to share with you tonight what I've learned, because it's not going away. I think, you know, even after we are safe to do parties face to face, this is still going to enhance your business and allow you to be able to work your business when someone's not in the same town as you, or, you know, when you have a big old baby and you maybe can't, you know, get out of the house, you can certainly dress from the neck up and be able to do this. So it's a brilliant tool that we can utilize, okay? And, you know, here are the benefits to it, by the way, you guys. No gas. I didn't have to pay gas to get with you today. No mileage on my car. Awesome. You can do this without samples. I've done it with and without samples, so I'll tell you more about that. You don't have to worry about the time that it takes to travel somewhere. You're safe, you're in your home, you're not at risk, you're not breathing other people's coronavirus, and you can reach people you never might have met before. You know, 2 of the virtual debuts I've done so far for Jordan, so shout out to Jordan and shout out to Edie. You know, geographically, you guys, this is brilliant. Edie, in fact, although we met in Syracuse, she was down in Florida with her mom and dad, and we were broadcasting to her people in New York. That's brilliant. That's the power of virtual. We would never be able to have done that had we not had this. Okay, so let's eliminate the negative, embrace the positive, know that it's not going away. And here's the thing, like when you first start your Mary Kay business, what would I tell a brand new consultant in non-corona time? I would tell them, you know, start with who you know, start with your close circle. When we first start our Mary Kay business, what do we ask to do? We ask to practice, right? We ask to borrow someone's space. You're going to do exactly the same thing with virtual. Okay, so if you're not confident with doing a party or a beauty session, then get those nearest and dearest, your besties, Auntie Sue, your mum, whoever, and say, look, I really need to practice and master this virtual thing. If I give you a sample, or even if you don't have samples, you know, at this time and this date, can we FaceTime? Now, everyone has FaceTime, right? If you're on Facebook, you have FaceTime. Well, no, you even have FaceTime like through a telephone connection, don't you? So you don't even need to have Facebook, but you can FaceTime people. And I think that will get you more comfortable, because just like when we start as new consultants and we're face-to-face with people, the presentation is really the same thing when you, whether you see one person or whether you see 5 people around the dining room table or the kitchen table, right? It's the same content. We're sharing the same ideas about the same products, right? So, so super duper duper. That's where we start with virtual. So start by thinking through your bestie close circle and ask to have like a FaceTime practice with them. And if they've tried Mary Kay before, it's fine, you're still practicing, and it might remind them of something they loved and never got, or there might be some new products that they want to see, okay? So how would that look, holding a one-to-one facial with samples or without samples? Well, if you had samples, right, whether you put together little, you know, little doodahs, little canisters, and you squirt product into them and you mail them off, and you use something inexpensive like pirate ship, or whether you just do it as a QVC presenter and you tell her about products and you ask her questions about her skin and what she likes to change about her skin and how does her skin feel now, and you would show her on the back of your hand, or you could show her on half your face. Don't forget that if you've got a starter kit, you have all the tools here. So if you did it on yourself on half of your face, she's likely to be able to see some differences, and she's likely to be able to check in with that. And thank you all for commenting, by the way. I see that you can all see me now, so hurrah. And thank you to my office manager for checking. All right, the facial will give you the confidence. I do think that too, when you ask her, you know, you do the FaceTime, right? And say she gets started with product, or say she has samples. Maybe you've given her a sample of the charcoal, right? This is such a great product to show people. You know, you can then ask her, I'm looking to do more virtual business. If you would take a selfie with your sample of charcoal on and post it on Facebook or post it on Instagram and tag 10 friends, and say to them, if they comment below, if they comment, you know, free is for me, they're going to get a goodie pack from my consultant in the mail. And in that goodie pack, you just put samples, and then you'd follow up and arrange to have, you'd friend her on Facebook, right? And then arrange to have a virtual session with her. So this is how you get referrals and how you grow your business, okay? It's not rocket science, but it does take a decision and some action to put it into practice and get it done. So start with the people that you trust. Start with the people that you know, love, and support you. Okay. How to book these? Just ask to borrow their face. Okay, we've done that. At the end, the close is just as a close would be when we're closing someone opposite us on the table, right? Because when you have that FaceTime appointment, they're there, you're there. You don't need to find a private room in the home. You can have a discussion. You can ask her, you know, what she loved and what she might want to get started with. And you can text her a set sheet with specials. I'm going to share that with you in a mo, so that she can see bundles and what works together. That's always going to get you more sales than someone just getting one solo product, okay? So you always want to use a set sheet, but you never want to send a set sheet in a little goodie pack. If you're sending someone a happiness pack with samples, do not send a book, do not send, right? Because you're going to give her that, you're going to text that to her later. Okay, so you'll ask her what she loves. Are there any sets and specials that would save her money? Because you want to save her skin and you want to save her money, right? And save money. Is there anything she'd like to have in her bathroom that you can conveniently deliver? You know, again, remind her that she doesn't have to leave her couch to shop with you. So now, that's the one-to-one. That's kind of where I think, you know, a lot of us would feel more comfortable getting started. But of course, the way you have more impact, the way you reach more people is if you make that one booking a beauty session. So instead of one face, you're seeing many faces. So virtually, how would we make that work? Well, we have a number of options, okay? I'm using tonight something called Zoom. And I'm using Zoom, as I said, right at the beginning, because I can share pictures with you as well. And you know, when I'm doing a virtual session, being able to show before and after pictures is powerful, powerful. Especially if they're not having samples and they don't get to try it themselves. Also, what I love about it is I can share the set sheet on the screen. So that's why I love Zoom. Now, I have a special kind of discount on it that I got through the fabulous Pamela Waldrop-Shaw. So I pay $10 a month for Zoom. Do you need that? No. Will I use that if you have a virtual appointment with me where I'm coming live to your people alongside you? Yes. Why? Because Tonight, just going live like this, you're only seeing me. Okay, if I were going Facebook Live, or if I were going live in an event or live on a page, you'd only see me. And if I wanted to share a picture, I'd have to kind of hold it up, right? When I'm doing something with you, i.e. when I'm coming live to your people don't want to see me, they want to see you, okay? Now, I'm happy to do it alongside you. The benefit of using Zoom, which is why I'm getting this and why I'm paying for this, is so they can see you at the same time. So I see Jordan's joined us now. Hi, Jordan. Jordan had her really successful debut on Monday. And what we did with Jordan's, and what I had learned from Edie's the time before, is that, you know, showing the product on the face really makes an impact. So Jordan showed the 3D line at the same time as I took off my makeup, yes, live on camera. I mean, people were blown away by the power of this, because literally I put it on a cotton pad, I held it, I was talking about mascara mites, yada, 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 went. And, you know, the comments on the live stream were great, because they were all talking about, my gosh, you know, doesn't it burn? Doesn't it sting? That came off so easily. Oh, that's great. There was all this interaction. And that's really what you want in a virtual, okay? You want that engagement. You want that excitement. You want that interaction, okay? So that's what we did. And I used Zoom. Now, when you're doing this without me, you don't need me there, okay? You're going to be saying the same words that are in your, you know, flip chart. You're just saying them to the screen, okay? And you're saying it to you rather than seeing other faces around the table, okay? So you can, here's what you'll, say you don't have Zoom, okay? Which I have, but say you don't have Zoom, you could either go live on your private page, or you could go live on your public page, but then anyone could see it and you don't have as much control. Or you can create a private event, okay? So today, for the purpose of this recording and to show you that I was doing a live training, I decided rather than go in the Lionheart's private Facebook group, I would create an event to make it a little bit special, and so I could record it and keep it separately. Okay. The benefit, okay, of course, you doing an event is that if a hostess is hosting it for you, you can help her create it. I would always say, you know, you help with the wording, because we know how best to word things, don't we? And she can invite the people. If you're a co-host, you create the event, which is really best, and then make her a co-host. She can invite the people in, okay? If it's going to be on your private page, you can have the co-host suggest her friends to invite to your private page, but then it's not separate. People who are already on your private page will see that event and can join that event, which could be a good thing, or it could be, you know, maybe you want to keep things separately. I hope that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, please write in the comments so I know what is not clear, and I'll go over it again. Okay, so that's the benefit. Now, as I said before, with a FaceTime one, you can have samples and you cannot have samples. So the last two I've done, I've had the Mary Kay here. The people watching have not. So don't let that be an obstacle that holds you back. You know, they've just been just as engaged and just as excited by watching me do it on half of my face or show it on the back of my hand as they have been if they had samples, okay? So don't let that hold you back. So let's take a hypothetical situation, okay? Say you were setting this up, and I'm offering right now any Lionheart who is committed to learn their business, I'm offering to be your wing woman, okay? I'm offering to do your first virtual, or maybe it's your second virtual. I'm offering to do a virtual with you on your private Facebook page. And we would utilize Zoom. I would send you a link. we would both be there on screen and we would be talking almost like QVC co-hosts, right? We'd go back and forth. We'd have fun with it. Because you know what I've learned is that when people like animals, when you're all nervous and they get nervous for you. Okay, but when you have fun and you laugh at yourself and things go horribly wrong and you can't work out the technology, they kind of enjoy that. Like when I made my blooper last week, you all told me you really enjoyed that. So there you go. So here are the steps to say we were to have a virtual event that I'm helping you with, or later on that you would do on your own. Okay, this is where you need to grab a pen and paper. By the way, if you don't have a pen and paper with you right now, go grab it. I'll wait. Do you like my headband, by the way? These were the Tammy Romage prizes from February. I didn't think I'd love it. I love it. Love it. And I'm wearing these like every day. Totally obsessed. These are the Mary Kay Foundation ones. So that help. And we're up to 74 million, by the way, for breast, ovarian, cervical cancer and women who are victims of domestic violence. That's so super huge. Anyway, okay, so by now, hopefully you have a pen or a paper. Okay, very nice. Thank you, Sarah. Again, if you have any questions, please ask in the comments. Okay, so here's what you do. You design your private page. If you have already got a private page, then you may want to change the name of it. You may want to change the style of it. But what you're doing with this private page is you're creating a private community and you're branding you. You're not branding Mary Kay. Mary Kay has a really lovely brand. They have beautiful digital images, but you need to brand you, okay? So for that cover picture, if you looked at Eleanor's Beauty Bits Books and Beanie, okay, you'd see that it's me lying on the sofa with Beanie and Beanie's licking Matt's bald head. That is the cover picture. It's fun. It's kind of engaging. What? You know, it's not about beauty, but it tells you about my life. It's fun, and there's a wiener dog and a bald man, and that is my fan. So what is essentially you? You know, what is your life? What do you value? What do you know, make it you. You're branding you, okay? So number one, that's what you want in your private page. You want a picture, cover picture of you. You want to write or share an engaging post about the page, being a fun place to gather, about your favorite things with your favorite people. Okay, you don't want people to join that page and think, oh, it's just going to be Mary Kay all the time, because that's not what you want. Okay, that's kind of super off-putting, because then someone will feel, oh, she's just selling again. And I don't think any of us want that. We want to organically help people, don't we? We want to make them feel good and look good. And yes, we want them to shop with us. But, you know, we don't want to be that salesy, pushy person, do we? So creating a page that has more content, that's engaging, that's funny, or not even, it doesn't have to be funny, but that says stuff about you, that's uplifting, and a place where women want to gather. That's the kind of page you want to create, right? Number three. So number one was design the private page with a pic of you, your family. Number two, write an engaging post, which you're going to pin to the top of the page or make an announcement, so that even if people are joining this page 2 months later, 2 years later, they're seeing that, oh, this is your page where you share your favorite things with your favorite people, or words to that effect. Number three, you're going to write a post introducing your online debut. Now, whether you've been in Mary Kay for 11 years, Regina Lanzo, or whether you've been in Mary Kay 3 months, you are eligible for me to be your wing woman, and you are eligible to have a virtual debut. And if you don't want me, then you can do your own virtual debut. That's great, but I suggest that you do, because this isn't going away. And this is actually super fun to learn and to master. So you're gonna have your debut. The cool thing is about this that you don't need a lot of lead up time. I've got a debut that the date was fixed just this morning or late last night. I'm gonna do it on Thursday. I'm doing it tomorrow with Natalie in Liverpool. So Syracuse, Cicero, somewhere. Sorry, Natalie. Then, now this is key. This is the key thing, ladies. Coaching and follow-up. You can have a party where all goes horribly wrong. But if you're coaching to get people there and your follow-up to close people is strong, then your sales and recruiting and virtual bookings are not going to suffer. Okay, let me say that again. If you're coaching and your follow-up is strong, you do not have to worry about going wrong in the actual meat and potatoes of the presentation, okay? So, remember your words are key. So, you want to send private messages and private texts to encourage and incentivize people to jump on that live. You may have seen that like every Tom, Dick, and Harry is going live right now. You know, there's so much on my Facebook feed of people doing this, people doing that, people, you know, there's just a lot of noise, okay? So just like we would an in-person party, you want to incentivize and to engage with people to make sure they're going to be watching that video. Now, the cool thing is when you record the video, if people are essential workers and they are working wherever, or maybe they just have something else going on or they forget or what have you, they can go back and watch it. And we're going to incentivize the party so there's still something in it for them to watch the party, i.e. you're giving something away free and they can get points for it. Do you follow? We would never have had that ability if it had been like a normal face-to-face party, would we? So again, brilliant, genius, I love it. So you're private messaging everyone or private texting them or calling them. It's that, you know, interaction. You need to have that to make sure people jump on, okay? Now, you want to follow up. Remember, your words are key. It's not about buying Mary Kay products. It's about cheering you on and something that you love and brightening their day, okay? Especially right now, you can use the words of like, you know, in this time of quarantine, if you're missing your girlfriends, let's gather, BYOB, you know, and you can be in your jammies. I'm in my yoga pants and sneakers right now, ladies. You know, so you could tell people that they can come and support you, and it would just mean so much to them, so much to you if they were on to cheer you on. So then on the day of, you're going to post a photograph that you're nervous and excited, maybe with your favorite product, or, you know, just getting ready for my big virtual debut tonight. However, whatever suits your voice, you know. And you're going to text each guest who is committed to coming, or even if they haven't committed to coming yet, but you want them to, you're going to tell them what they need. So they're going to need to jump on the page a few minutes before the event, okay? They're going to need, it's BYOB, so, you know, bring your own beverage, pen and paper. They're going to need pen and paper. And that's what your coach need, okay? Now, we actually have a big multi-unit group event that is going to be all about eyes at the end of the month. It's going to be Wednesday, the 29th, and it's going to be, I think, like 6:30 to 7:30 with me, Kim, and Jane, all right? And I'm going to be coaching you just as I would coach a guest, because you're going to need certain things. And if I go here, I should be able to tell you what you need. Okay, and I'm going to post this, or you can't see it, but I'm going to post this in our Lionheart's Facebook page with some of the other resources tonight. So it's called a Consultant Happy Skin Hour, like happy hour, Happy Skin Hour checklist, okay? So when we have an event, this is what you need to have, okay? You need to check that all your guests join the group. Okay, that's number one. Number two, remind the guests to participate in the live giveaways. Number three, you're going to have an additional device to watch the live over. So like right now, I'm using my laptop. I have my phone here too, so I can check texts and I can check comments, okay? Number four, set an alarm 30 minutes before the party to remind my guests it's almost time for the live. You know, when we don't have to travel somewhere, we can get really distracted with cooking dinner or cleaning or sorting our underwear drawer. You know, you want to have a notebook to take notes and see what the guests, each individual guest is commenting on, because you want to remind her of that in your follow-up conversation. Number 6, you want to have a closing sheet ready with prices so you can text it to her and she can have it as soon as we're done with the live, okay? And you also want to have a calculator, a book, a pen, a lookbook, a pen, a sales ticket, so that you can close each guest after the live. The longer that you wait to close your customers, the more your order goes down. So you really want to have that sense of urgency of speaking to them that night while they're in the moment, while they're excited, before they've sort of had time to get cold feet or talk to their husband and be told that they're not supposed to spend any money or whatever. You know, it makes them feel good. They're going to wash their face with something. Why not shop with you, right? So that's the consultant checklist. And as I say, I am going to post that for you so that you see that. Okay, what next? Oh, mark that in your diaries as well, ladies, that Wednesday the 29th, I'll double check the time for you, but that is going to be our All About Eyes event in the ladies room confessional. Okay, so I hope you're excited for that. Okay, so then we have the event. How is that different from a normal Mary Kay event? It's not really. It's not really. You know, but I will say, you know, starting with a really great intro that's swift and that puts people, thanks them and puts them at their ease. I think that's important. So, you know, what I'd say firstly, and you can, you know, go back and take notes if I talk too fast, but something like, you know, thank you so much for being here this evening. Well, we come to you live virtually from me in my living room, in my dining room, to you where you are safely at your home. I really appreciate your time, your presence, your energy. And I want you to sit back and have some fun tonight. Maybe you're in your PJs already. Maybe you have a glass of wine, you know, but I really want you to be able to learn something tonight, to laugh, and to have a safe place for us ladies to gather. Because I think in this Corona time, you know, we're missing those connections, and this allows us to do that. So thank you for being with me this evening during this unprecedented time. I really appreciate your time and your presence. I want you to know that I'm going to share with you some of the best selling and award-winning products, not just in this country, but in the world with you this evening. And if you do fall in love with them and you do choose to shop with your beauty consultant, then you are directly supporting a local business and affecting her hopes and dreams, their hopes and dreams. Now, the cool thing is about this time, I know a lot of shops are closed, so you might not be able to get the skincare or the beauty products that you're used to. But the great thing is that we can deliver safely to your doorstep or have it sent through the company at your convenience. Shopping is always at your convenience. So Mary Kay is in over 40 countries around the world. We have 0% landfill. We have raised and donated over $74 million for breast, ovarian, cervical cancer research in women who are victims of domestic violence. We are currently producing hand sanitizer for and donating it for those in the front line as we battle this coronavirus. And we just love, love, love our pink bubble. And we can't help but share it. So Mary Kay Ash always said that at every beauty experience, there's usually a woman who has a little whisper in her heart that she wants something more. And maybe that might be you tonight. You know, Forbes recently said that in the next few years, the percentage of people having a side hustle and looking for extra flexible cash was going to rise astronomically. So maybe that woman having that dream in her heart, having a side hustle and making some flexible extra cash might be you this evening. But tonight, we're going to focus on your face. Okay, we have great makeup in Mary Kay. We would love to get together for a second date and show you that. But your makeup game is never going to be a 10 if your skincare game is a 2. So all of our skincare has no dyes, no synthetics, no parabens. It's safe, not only adhering to the FDA, but also to the European standards. And the European standards are a lot stricter than the American ones. And I'm not just saying that because I'm British. We also have something for everyone. So if you suffer from skin sensitivity, we've got you. If you have adult acne, we've got you. If you want to something that helps your man at home, we've got him too. We have mild anti-aging for 20s to 40s, and then we have our super Cadillac of skincare, our over 40 skincare set, our Volufoam. We really do have something for everyone. Also teens and tweens. So I'm going to go through how you win prizes tonight. This is a tic-tac-toe board. Does everyone know what a tic-tac-toe board is? This, ladies, Lionhearts, is how you engage with people and get them excited to shop with you, okay? So when you explain the tic-tac-toe game, it's probably going to be much more helpful if you have one there to show them and explain how points and prizes work. Now, this is something that I've learned from another very successful sales director, because, you know, we can always be a copycat in Mary Kay as long as you copy the right cat, right? And this works brilliantly in reminding people when they're not necessarily in front of you what they love, okay? So I would explain the tic-tac-toe. So I would say, so ladies, one of the things we love to do in Mary Kay is give away things for free. Who loves freebies? Who loves giveaways? Well, we are giving away a super duper giveaway tonight. Now, this is what I've been doing for my debuts, okay? I've been giving away one of our new unearthed magnetic compacts. Okay, ooh, I can hear you oohing, okay? And I have it filled, but this would actually come to the winner unfilled, and then she'd have a second appointment with her consultant and she'd get to fill it, okay? Because she's having a second appointment, she'll get to try more things and then she's gonna shop again. So I think it's a pretty genius giveaway. Whether I'm doing these with you or whether you're doing them separately with your people, having a giveaway, you know, this is $18, so this costs me $9. Again, let me remind you, I haven't left my home. I haven't paid for gas. I'm not, you know, paying for other little goodies and giveaways around the table. So I'm okay giving something for $9 that I know when she fills it, she's going to be shopping with me again. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. If you have questions, again, please do write in the comments. So I love this. It also gets me to showcase having a second date and getting ladies excited to book a second date, okay? So we've all seen this. We've romanced it. If you don't have this, for instance, one of our brand new consultants, Jordan, we had her virtual debut on Monday. She's doing her first solo virtual on Friday. She hasn't got her stuff yet. She only has what's in her starter kit. So what she's going to do is romance one of the products that she does have in her starter kit that she's going to demo, and then say that the winner from the tic-tac-toe or the winner who is done on the live drawing and amasses the most amount of points will be getting whatever she decides, right? So this is a very popular one, the oil-free eye makeup remover, that would be great to say, you know, this is my demo, but we're going to be doing a live drawing. One lucky lady will get this for free. Oh, not this one. This is a demo, but a new one for free. Alrighty. So tic-tac-toe, whenever I go through for the presentation tonight, when I go through and mention a product that you're interested in and a product that you would love to have in your bathroom and you would love to get from your beauty consultant, you're going to write that item in a box here. Now, when you have a tic-tac-toe, you're going to put in the comments tic-tac-toe, and that gets you more points for the live drawing, okay? Now, if you fill in the entire thing, that's called a super tic-tac-toe. Okay, that's like a pink out. You filled it out, you blacked it out. And when you comment in the comments that you got a super tic-tac-toe, you're gonna get even more points. So I explained to the ladies the point system. They get points for commenting. Every time they comment, they're gonna get a point. I'm gonna have like a little tally sheet, right? Go through after the event, I go through and I give everyone their tally sheet. I work out how many points someone has. So they get points for commenting. They get points, 5 points when they hit a tic-tac-toe. They get 10 points when they hit a super tic-tac-toe, okay? They get 10 points when they write booked for booking a second appointment. And I'll get that date when I have the follow-up call. They get 10 points when they agree to watch the survey video and they write survey in the comments, okay? And then for every $20 that they spend, they're gonna get 2 points for every $20, okay? So if they spend $100, 20, that's 2, 40, that's 4, 60, that's 6, 80, that's 8, 100, that's 10. So they're gonna get 10 points for every $100 they spend, okay? 2 points for every 20. Does that make sense? So then you tally everyone's score. And that gives you permission after the event to follow up and call people, okay? Because you're not saying, hey, what do you want to buy? You're saying, oh, thank you so much for being on. I hope you had so much fun. I saw you commented so much. That's awesome. That means you get points into the prize drawing. So I want to try and help you maximize your points so you can win that magnetic color compact. Awesome stuff. So that's how you explain the tic-tac-toe. Now, during the course of showing the products, again, either on my face or the back of my hand, I have to reference the tic-tac-toe a number of times to like remind people that they need to write things down, okay? Otherwise, you might go through the whole thing and people, oh yeah, I forgot about that. So that is that. What else do I have to share? That is the tic-tac-toe. So you explain the points, you romance the freebie, you engage. What I mean by engage is that when people have questions, that's why I'm keeping my phone down here, okay? So I can see when you have questions, I can engage with you. Jordan's party on Monday, you know, even though a majority of people were in New York, one of the ladies lives in Pennsylvania. So she had written Pennsylvania and I was like, oh, wow, we're in Pennsylvania. And so we had a little back and forth, you know, and she was responding to me and it was great because when you see people, they're going to be more committed to keep on. So I just see that Chrissy and Christine and Maureen came in. So hi, ladies. So I hope this blesses you. I hope you learned something from this. So when you can have conversation with people, they're going to feel more, oh, she noticed I was here and yay. And they're more likely to stay on with you. Something I did at the beginning of Jordan's party that was a new tweak that I wanted to share with you too, because I thought it was kind of, it just worked really well, right? Right at the beginning, I could see we had like 5 people on, okay? And I said to Jordan, hi, Christy. I said to Jordan, oh, Jordan, we have Becca and we have Katie and we have Ariel and we have Jess and we have Tammy and we have, say, tell me about your people. And, you know, if you have, if she's not on screen with you, now Jordan was on screen with me, so that made it easy, you know, but if your hostess is watching, that's when she can say, oh, so-and-so was my bridesmaid. I love her. She's my bestie. You know, that makes people feel so good and makes them feel so special. And that's what we're supposed to do, isn't it? Mary Kay said, make people feel special. So when you can let your hostess know that, oh, I'm going to ask you to affirm your guests. You know, I'm going to ask you how you know Susie and Martha and whoever, you know, let her know that you might ask that because then she'll be prepared and ready to say something fabulous. Now, I hadn't prepared Jordan because I didn't think of it till we got to it, but I really think that's a great thing to do. Tells you more about the people who are watching as well. So that's pretty awesome. Okay. So I said I'm using Zoom because I like to share before and after pics. So I'm going to speed along here because we have like 6 minutes left to finish this up. So I go through the skincare set. If you're brand new and all you have is Timewise 3D, then use what you got. Use what you got, girlfriend. I've been, obviously I have the whole kit and caboodle. So I've been starting off telling people about satin hands because quite frankly, right now in this age of Corona, or rather, what is it, COVID-19, everyone needs this. And people might know women in the first line or men in the first line who are nurses or doctors or PAs who, you know, need a treat. And so this would be great for people to purchase for those who are working in hospitals in the front line. So I mentioned that, right? And I tell people how it works so well. I don't need to give you the class on that tonight because you probably all know satin hands. And if you don't, go back to your starter kit and read the book of words, or go to your InTouch and read the product info. And then we talk about satin lips. Then from satin lips, I go on to oil-free eye makeup remover. And if I'm doing it too, I take off my eye makeup. And then on half of my face or the back of my hand, go through the skincare system I'm explaining. Again, if you're new and you've just got 3D, or the people are 20 to 40, you're going to use the 3D. If you have a mixed bag of people, you know, and you use the Voluform, you're probably going to showcase the Voluform and talk about this. What I loved about showing this on half of my face at Jordan's party is that they could visibly see the lift and how this side of my face looks so much thinner because it was lifted rather than this side of my face. It was just brilliant. Even on this, because I broke my camera that I bought. Even on this camera, you could see that difference. Amazing. Okay. So you go through that, and the benefit is if we were doing this, if I'm your wing woman and we're doing this together, I can share pictures. So I would talk about, okay, so this is the charcoal face mask, and just look, this is the congestion, and look at his before, and now look at the after. This is so, so powerful. It's also suitable for really sensitive skin. So if you have rosacea, you know, that's that redness. Don't worry about, you know, that being not suitable. That can really be suitable. So I can go back and forth and show people who aren't getting to try the products. I can show them all these different images, right? And if I'm talking about the Voluform set and they get to see, you know, this amazing transformation, you know, that's powerful for people. Women are visual, you guys. So I think this is such a great tool to be able to use, and I'm still mastering it. Like so many, quite a few of these virtuals so far, I haven't even been able to like sync up the pictures, but today, touch wood, I'm getting there. So do you see how you can show different photos? Now, photographs of you are always going to be more powerful. Photographs of you and your kids are always going to be more powerful. I love it when I see you posting, you know, that your kids are doing satin hands, or you're giving your daughter a makeover and she's trying the lip gloss and just having a ball, because that says more about the Mary Kay lifestyle, and that's what's powerful. People don't necessarily want to see, you know, a picture of a product. What they want to see is you having fun with your kids and wearing it, you know. Or I remember one time when I had the charcoal face mask on and I was in the bath, and Beanie came up and was like, had her paws over the top of the bath and was just so funny. And I took a photograph of us, you know, her looking over the bath and inquisitively at me with my mask on. So things like that can be really powerful for you. Okay. So collect, have a I'm looking for my phone. It's right here. Have an album of photographs in your phone that you have before and afters in, so you can access that quickly, so you can keep those photos. Or promotional photos where you're promoting you, branding your business, because that's powerful. Okay, so we get to the end of the appointment. I'm going to share my screen again, because this is the new set sheet that I think is pretty awesome. Okay. I like it because it's clean looking and it gives options and it saves money, but not too much. I mean, saves a lot of money, but not too many options. Okay. Now you may question here, as I did when I first saw this, and I was like, wait, what? Wait, but that's not right. The repair set isn't $244, it's $205. But when you price these items individually, it is $244. you get the 205 as a saving, as a discount when you buy it as a set together. So this allows me to be able to explain to people, you know, look, you save $39 when you get this together. Now it counts as 4 sets. Now I wonder, can I maximize the screen here so you can see this more? Is that going to do it for you? Oh, hello. Okay, so we've got the Naturally there, we've got the Time-Wise Miracle, we've got the Botanicals, we've got the Acne set, okay? Each of these counts as a different number of sets. Why is that important? Because with the specials, you show down at the bottom for today only. So they're gonna get a deal when they get a set because they save money, right? Well, with this one and this one. But when they get multiple sets, they're really gonna get deals. So Princess Bag is where they get any 4 sets. So that could be the Time-Wise Repair. They're actually getting an even bigger deal on that because they can get that for $199. And they can get the travel roll-up bag at 50% off, okay? So, hang on. Chrissy is asking a question. Do you have people on Zoom Live with you then? That's a really great question, Chrissy. For my personal parties, yes, because I want to be able to see my guests. Okay, what I've been doing when I've been wing woman, okay, and when I've been, oh, sorry, I've got to look there, not there. What I've been doing is wing woman when I've been doing virtual debuts with my new consultants or consultants who want me to be wing woman and do a virtual with them. I've been broadcasting from Zoom and it's been me and the new consultant and the guests just get to watch, okay? So great question. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, write in the comments and let me know and I'll explain it differently, okay? I do tend to like to see the people I'm talking with and I'm talking to. I think that's really important to build relationships. But when I'm working with a number of people on a live event, it's just easier to keep it me and new consultant, okay? Alrighty, great question. Thank you for asking, Chrissy, because I'm sure other people had that question too. So you see our skincare here. We really start with skincare because that's what we promote, healthy skin. Then the Skinvigorate Sonic, that counts as 2 sets. I do show that as well with the things that we've done so far. The microdermabrasion, I talk about multi-masking. I show the charcoal, revealing radiance peel, which I didn't realize, you guys, just quick little tidbit there, that helps with collagen production and firms your skin, as well as taking off and minimizing the sign of lines and wrinkles. So super cool. It even helps with collagen stimulation and production after you rinse it off because it's going down deep and doing great things. So you see the Princess Bag is, they get half off the roll up. The Queen Bag, they get 6 sets. So what would that look like? If they were getting, for instance, the Time-Wise Repair, which counts as 4, maybe they want the Skinvigorate Sonic as well. Pardon me, maybe they want the Satin Hands and Lips down here, okay? So that would be, oh, hang on, sorry. So say they wanted the Repair set, that's 4, and the Skinvigorate Sonic, that's 2. That counts as 6 sets, okay? And they would get that for $299. Now, that's $205 to us, and that's $100. So that would be $305. So they're saving money, but it looks, you know, you're not giving away the store. Do you know what I mean? And you're giving them a travel roll-up bag, which will help them use things because it will remind them how and when to use it. Okay, that costs you, that's $35, so it's only costing you $17.50. If I've just sold $300 worth of product, I don't mind giving away $17 of my $150 profit. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Then the Cadillac bag is 8 sets and they get the travel roll-up bag included. They're also saving money here. So they're getting the same $17.50 thing there from you, roll-up bag, but they're also saving a lot of money because when you add things up individually, it's a lot more expensive. And then the Cadillac bag is 10 sets. They get the travel roll-up and a special gift. And you can decide what you want to give them as a special gift. Okay, so that is, how do I get out of this now, people? That is this Oh, everything almost went. There we go. Let us go to that screen. Ta-da. And stop share. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. All right, so those are the sets. We would go through the set sheets. And again, you'd engage and encourage people to comment on what they liked, to be commenting tic-tac-toe or super tic-tac-toe, or book the second date, to book their second date with you and get freebies, and to book the survey as well. And with the survey, I just basically say, you know, I love sharing this. This is, you know, so enriched my life. And I you know, I never thought that this would be what I'd be doing, you know, with a degree in biology, but nothing around here would pay me what Mary Kay pays me, gives me the lifestyle choices and abundance that Mary Kay gives me, allows to make my own schedule, allows me to travel the world, allows me to be, you know, at home working on this and be able to look after this when he's born. So it's just, it's choices. Most women want choices. So if you want more choices in your life and you would love to help me out and do a survey, I would send you a 10-minute video. And that 10-minute video would then have a follow-up conversation. Maybe it might be for you, maybe it wouldn't, but it helps with my training. And so I would love, love, love to get your feedback on that. So if you are willing and open to watch a video for me and help me with my training, just write survey down in the comments, and that gets you another 10 extra easy points. So what I'm going to do now, ladies, I am going to give you a phone call after this live finishes, after this virtual finishes tonight. I'd love to get your feedback and work out your points so that you're in the drawing for the amazing magnetic customizable color compact. So thank you so much for being on board with me tonight. I hope you've learned about your skin. I hope you've enjoyed it. I can't wait to chat with you on the phone and connect and get to speak to you. So that's all for me. And then you'd end the presentation, okay? Now the follow-up, as I said before, is key. It's key, you know? They're not gonna call you, you have to call them. So sometimes even you might want to say in the comments, you know, I have this time slot, that time slot, another time slot. Let me know, you know, what time slot works for you. But you want to have a voice-to-voice conversation. I don't mean a text back and forth. I know that is where like where we want to go, where our comfort zone wants to go, but a conversation is always going to be so much better. So you work out, you tally their tic-tac-toe, you tally their comments, you tally if they've booked a second appointment with you, you tally if they're willing to do a survey with you. And then a couple of days later, after the party has closed, in that page or on that event, you'd go live again and do the live drawing. And, you know, it allows you to, again, showcase the product. It allows you to showcase having a second appointment. It allows you to showcase, you know, the opportunity. Now, the benefit of recording, if anyone misses it, they can go back and watch it. So they can still be in the running for points. So do ask people to write replay or rewatch when they watch it, so you know you've got to follow up with her, okay? So that is really the meat and potatoes of how we do this, how we engage, i.e. we leverage something free. And that can be whatever you choose. I do think the compacts make a great gift because it means the second appointment for you also. So Jordan, I took a screenshot of the set sheet to be able to use for Friday. I will send it to you, Lovey. I will send it to you. So this is a new set sheet. You won't have seen that one before, but I like it because it gets people into thinking of sort of sets, and it looks clean. I like the look of it aesthetically. But if you currently have a set sheet, I know Christine's on here and she's made a set sheet. She's got those techie gifts. She's made one, then use that, Lovey. Just use a set sheet that bundles things together and that you feel confident with, okay? It takes practice. Remember, it's never going to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. But if you have fun, other people will too. And that's the main thing. Most people don't know if you get things in the right order. Most people don't know if you call things the wrong name. What they want is your energy, your enthusiasm, and your excitement. And that's what we can bring to the world right now. That's what women want. They want to gather with a beverage in their PJs and, you know, they want to be, you know, have that edutainment, be educated about their skin, learn something new, but also get to laugh and smile. So shocking, isn't it? I've gone over, no, it's 7. We're exactly on an hour. We did it. I actually did it in the amount of time that I meant to do it in. Win! All right, ladies, thank you so much for your time. I love you. If you have other questions, write down. I'll share the resources, and I look forward to seeing you all virtually master this with me, alongside me. Let's do it together. Sarah Hain, thank you, thank you. We need to do this, girl. You in Long Island, me here. We need to virtually do this. So, and that goes for everyone. Okay, this is open to you. I am here to be your wing woman. Let's master this. Love you lots. See you, Molly Mac. Thoughts? I can't do that with that hand. There we go.